Russia is facing a crisis after a mutiny by the Wagner militia, a private military group loyal to Putin's ally Prigozhin. Putin has vowed to punish the rebels, who surrendered to Ukraine after a failed attempt to seize power in Moscow. The incident has raised questions about Putin's authority and the future of the war in Ukraine. Canada is mourning the loss of 5 people who died in a submarine accident while exploring the wreck of the Titanic. The victims include a father and son, an explorer, and a journalist. The OceanGate company, which operated the sub, said it was investigating the cause of the catastrophic implosion that occurred at a depth of 3,800 meters. South Korea has achieved a breakthrough in nuclear fusion, sustaining a reaction at 100 million degrees Celsius for 30 seconds. The experiment, conducted at the KSTR facility, is seen as a step towards creating clean and unlimited energy from fusion. Honduras has imposed curfews in several regions after a wave of violence that left at least 20 people dead. The attacks, which targeted birthday parties and soccer matches, are believed to be linked to drug trafficking gangs. The government has deployed security forces to restore order. Greece has re-elected its conservative government led by Kyriakos Mitsotakis, who claimed a mandate for change and reform. His New Democracy Party won 46% of the vote, beating the leftist Syriza Party by 16 points. Mitsotakis said his party was now the most powerful center-right force in Europe. Sudan is facing a humanitarian crisis as thousands of people have fled their homes amid fighting between rebel groups and government forces. The UN has warned of a looming famine and urged donors to provide more aid. Some Sudanese citizens have also complained that they are stranded in the country after the U.S. Embassy destroyed their passports when it evacuated its staff. India has launched a new Netflix series called Scoop, which depicts the colliding worlds of crime and media. The show tells the story of a journalist's murder and the wrongful confinement of another reporter who investigates it. The series is based on real events and explores the challenges faced by journalists in India. Sweden has reported a fatal accident at an amusement park in Stockholm, where a roller coaster car derailed and crashed into a fence. 1 person died and 3 others were injured in the incident, which occurred on Saturday afternoon. The park has been closed for investigation. Israel has seen a rise in violence in the occupied West Bank, where clashes between Israeli settlers and Palestinians have resulted in several deaths and injuries. The tensions have been fueled by a controversial land deal in Jerusalem's Armenian Quarter, where an Israeli group bought property from an Armenian church. The deal has sparked protests from the Armenian community, who fear losing their historic presence in the city. Hong Kong has become home to a feral flock of endangered cockatoos, who have adapted to urban life and thrived despite habitat loss and poaching. The yellow-crested cockatoos are native to Indonesia and were brought to Hong Kong as pets in the 19th century. They are now considered critically endangered by the IUCN, but researchers hope they can help conserve the species.